Hey everyone, welcome back. Today, we're diving into an explainer on a recent Science News Today report that, well, it completely shatters our traditional understanding of where life actually comes from. We usually think of Earth as this exclusive cradle of life, right? The ultimate starting line. But we might actually need to look a whole lot farther out in the dark. We're talking about a cosmic mystery here that literally challenges the timeline of our existence, all because the evidence is pointing to something spectacular floating right out there in the infinite vacuum of space. The first sugar molecule has been detected in interstellar space. Could life's ingredients have existed before Earth itself? Seriously, think about that for a second. We're not just talking about cold rocks and empty voids out there anymore. We're talking about the very precursors to biology, the fundamental chemical components required to spark life, literally predating the formation of the globe we're standing on right now. It forces us to completely rethink the entire timeline of our cosmic history.
Okay, let's dive into this. The headline here is as literal as it is profound. Scientists have actually found sugar floating in deep space. Now, when we say sugar, to be clear, we aren't talking about the white granules you're stirring into your morning coffee. There are no cosmic space donuts floating around out there. We're talking about complex, carbon-rich molecules that are absolutely essential for biological processes. The fact that astronomers peering through these immense molecular clouds light years away detected the unmistakable chemical signature of sugar, that is a monumental paradigm shift. It means the chemistry required for life isn't just some localized freak accident that only happened in Earth's primordial soup. It is, quite literally, written into the stars.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer contrast in scale. On one side, you've got an entire massive galaxy, swirling collections of billions of stars, vast nebulas, unimaginable cosmic forces spanning hundreds of thousands of light years. And on the other side, a tiny, seemingly insignificant sugar crystal. Yet, these two extremes are now intricately linked. We are finding the microscopic architecture of life suspended right within the most gargantuan structures in the universe. It just goes to show that the grand machinery of a galaxy is entirely capable of synthesizing the delicate, complex microstructures that eventually lead to living, breathing organisms.
To truly grasp how wild this is, just think about the boundaries of organic chemistry. For the longest time, we assumed complex carbon-based reactions needed, comfortable planetary conditions, liquid water, a nice thick atmosphere, some geothermal heat. But this discovery, it completely upends that whole idea. It proves that organic chemistry is actively happening in the extreme, freezing, and heavily irradiated depths of interstellar space. Carbon atoms are out there linking up with hydrogen and oxygen in the incredibly harsh, chaotic environment between stars to form these complex molecules. So the universe itself is essentially a functioning organic chemistry laboratory.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the field of astrobiology, because this discovery completely supercharges it. Finding interstellar sugar is basically the holy grail for researchers looking for life in the cosmos. Why? Well, because sugars are vital building blocks. They aren't just there for energy. They actually form the physical backbone of RNA and DNA. The genetic instruction manuals for all known life. If the molecular backbones of life are already out there in the immense clouds of gas and dust that eventually collapse to form new star systems, the mathematical probability of life existing elsewhere in the universe just skyrocketed. It acts as this massive, glowing clue that life might not be an exception in the universe, but actually a rule. Which brings us to the ultimate question, the origin of life itself. For decades, the prevailing theory was that Earth had to bake this incredibly complex chemical cake entirely from scratch. But the detection of interstellar sugar offers a profound new implication. It suggests that when Earth was just this hot, barren, newly formed rock, the chemical prerequisites, the fundamental ingredients for that cake, were already floating in the void, fully assembled. So our planet might not have been the mixer where the ingredients were created. It might have simply been the oven. An oven that just provided the perfect, stable environment for those pre-existing ingredients to finally spark into something alive.
So, the crucial point is how these pieces snap together into one incredible cosmic puzzle. First, we've got the definitive detection of interstellar sugar, proving that complex organic chemistry thrives in the dark of space. Second, because these molecular clouds predate our solar system, we know these exact ingredients existed long before our planet even formed. And third, this entirely blurs the timeline of life's origins. We can't really draw neat lines starting at Earth's formation anymore. The story of life on Earth actually begins billions of years earlier and billions of miles away, right in the cold, dusty nurseries of deep space.
And this brilliantly illustrates the incredible journey of these vital components. On one hand, we have the cold, violent, unimaginably vast origins of deep space, where molecules are slowly stitched together on the surface of microscopic dust grains over eons. And then we have planet Earth. But how exactly did the sugar get from out there to down here? Well, the working theory is delivery by comets and meteorites. As our solar system was forming, these frozen time capsules captured those deep space organic molecules. They then bombarded the early Earth, basically seeding our young, sterile world with the exact chemical starters needed to kick off biology. It is just a spectacular cosmic delivery system.
Which leaves us staring at this final, magnificent question. When you look up at the night sky tonight, or even just look down at the ground beneath your feet, remember that the carbon and the complex molecules making up your very cells share a direct lineage with the ancient drifting dust of the cosmos. Does this mean life started before Earth? Well, the spark of biology might have happened here, but the kindling was undeniably gathered in the stars. It completely changes how we view our place in the universe, doesn't it? Thank you so much for exploring this mind-bending concept with me on today's Explainer. Keep questioning, keep looking up, and I'll catch you next time.